Most seniors know that how you start the day sets the tone for everything that follows. But what if, without even realizing it, the way you drink your water or eat your breakfast is actually draining your energy, upsetting your digestion, or throwing off your balance? We're not talking about extreme mistakes. These are small, ordinary habits, things many people over 60 have been doing for decades. But here's the problem. Your body after 70 is not the same as it was at 40. The kidneys filter more slowly, the stomach empties more gently, your blood pressure responds differently, and the morning when your system is still waking up is when small mistakes can do the most damage. That's why today's video matters. We'll walk you through 5 common mistakes seniors make when drinking water in the morning, and how each one can affect your heart-brain or digestion more than you think. Then we'll look at 3 breakfast habits that might be sabotaging your strength without you noticing. Along the way, we'll share small, realistic changes that don't require any fancy supplements or expensive routines, just a little awareness. Stay with us until the end, because mistake number 8 is something 90% of seniors admit to doing every day, and fixing it could completely change how energized and emotionally balanced you feel for the rest of your day. And let us know in the comments, which of these habits do you catch yourself doing? Water is life, we've all heard it. But not all water habits are good, especially for seniors. After 60, your body becomes more sensitive to temperature, volume, and timing. And the way you hydrate first thing in the morning can either gently wake up your system or shock it. Let's take a closer look at the 5 water habits many older adults do without thinking and why they might be doing more harm than good. For some, it feels refreshing, a cold glass of water right after rising. But for seniors, this sudden chill can shock the digestive system, tighten blood vessels, and even trigger early morning blood pressure spikes. Studies from the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology suggest that extreme temperature changes in food or drink can increase cardiovascular stress in adults over 65, especially within the first hour of waking. Cold water can also slow down gastric activity, making your stomach more sluggish. This means slower digestion, bloating, and even constipation later in the day. And if you have sensitive teeth or a weaker enamel layer, which many do after 70, that icy sip could cause painful nerve sensitivity that lasts well beyond breakfast. So what's better? Start with room temperature or slightly warm water. Add a slice of lemon if you like, but make sure it's gentle on the stomach. This simple shift helps your organs wake up without going into panic mode. It's a common morning routine for many older adults. You wake up, head to the kitchen, and down a large glass, sometimes 2 of water in one go, thinking it's the healthiest way to flush out toxins. But here's what many don't realize. Drinking too much water too quickly on an empty stomach can actually overwhelm your system, not help it. After a night's sleep, your digestive tract is in a rested state. Your kidneys and adrenal glands are just beginning to wake up. When you suddenly flood the body with large amounts of water, it dilutes stomach acid, which is needed to help digest your upcoming breakfast and absorb nutrients properly. Worse, drinking too fast can cause a sudden drop in blood sodium levels, especially in older adults with lower body water content. This condition, called hyponatremia, can lead to symptoms like headaches, lightheadedness, nausea, even confusion or fainting. According to a report from the Mayo Clinic, seniors are more susceptible to fluid imbalance and overhydration. In the early morning can disrupt their electrolyte stability for hours. We once heard from Walter, 77, who prided himself on drinking 2 full glasses of water right after waking. But he started noticing he felt dizzy and weak mid-morning. His doctor advised him to cut back to 1 moderate glass, sipped slowly, and the symptoms disappeared. So what should you do instead? Drink a single glass, about 6 to 8 ounces, over a few minutes. Let your body gradually rehydrate while preserving its natural rhythm. In hydration, like in life, more is not always better, especially not all at once. It's convenient, isn't it? You keep a plastic water bottle by your bedside. Maybe it's the same one you've been refilling for weeks. You take a sip first thing in the morning, thinking it's just water. Harmless, right? Not exactly plastic, breaks down over time, especially under heat light or repeated washing. Old or reused bottles, particularly, those not meant for long-term use, can leach harmful chemicals into the water. One of the most common is BPA bisphenol A, a compound found in many plastic bottles. According to the National Institutes of Health, BPA can interfere with hormones, especially in older adults, whose endocrine systems are already more fragile. Even BPA-free bottles aren't always safe. When exposed to warm temperatures or reused too often, they can still release microplastics and other residues that may contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress. And let's not forget the hygiene issue. Reused bottles, especially those with narrow necks or sport caps, can harbor bacteria mold and biofilms, even if they look clean on the outside. Ms. Eleanor, 79, used to refill the same bottle every morning to save time. After a bout of unexplained stomach discomfort, her doctor asked about her water habits. She switched to a clean glass cup each morning, and the problem cleared up. So, what's the best choice? Use a clean glass or stainless steel container, wash it daily, and never drink water that's been sitting out uncovered overnight. If you keep water by your bed, replace it every morning, because in the quest for hydration, cleanliness, and safety matter just as much as quantity. Many seniors take their morning medications right after waking up, sometimes before eating anything. They reach for the pillbox, gulp down a few tablets with water, and move on with their morning. But this well-meaning routine can quietly trigger digestive discomfort, dizziness, or even poor absorption of the very medications they rely on. Why? Because an empty stomach is more sensitive, especially in older adults. When water is taken right after pills, especially blood pressure medications, NSAIDs, or supplements like iron or calcium, it can irritate the stomach lining, cause nausea, or even lead to gastric reflux. According to the American Geriatric Society, certain medications should never be taken without food, as they require fat or other nutrients to be absorbed properly. Even drinking water too soon after a pill can wash it down too quickly, before it has a chance to begin proper breakdown and absorption in the stomach. We heard from Stanley, 82, who began experiencing lightheadedness and stomach pain each morning. It turned out he was taking his heart medication with water before breakfast. His doctor advised waiting 10-15 minutes and pairing the pill with a small bite of food. Within a week, the symptoms eased. So what can you do instead? Always check if your medication requires food. If yes, eat something light first, even a small banana or cracker. Then take your pills with water, followed by a 10-minute pause before moving around. It's not about skipping your meds. It's about timing your water intake, so your body gets the full benefit without unnecessary side effects. Some seniors believe that just drinking water in the morning is enough. I'm not hungry yet, they say, or I'll just eat later. So they sip water, maybe take a few pills, and skip food altogether. But this habit, while it might seem harmless or even clean, can quietly rob your body of essential energy, focus, and stability, especially as you age. After 8 hours of sleep, your body is in a natural fasted state. Your blood sugar is low, cortisol is rising, and your muscles are craving fuel. Water is essential, yes, but without calories or protein, it can leave you feeling lightheaded, foggy, or even irritable by mid-morning. According to the Cleveland Clinic, older adults who consistently skip breakfast have higher risks of fatigue, slower metabolism, and even falls due to blood sugar instability. Mr. Hank, 76, shared that for years, he only drank lemon water in the morning, no food until noon. But he noticed his balance got worse and his energy dropped. His dietitian suggested adding a small breakfast, half a slice of whole grain toast, with peanut butter and a few slices of banana. Within 2 weeks, he said he felt steadier, more alert, and even slept better. The truth is, your body needs both hydration and fuel to start the day. Right, water alone doesn't stabilize your energy, and when taken without food, it can actually exaggerate morning fatigue. So even if you're not a big breakfast person, try this. Drink water, then eat something small. Your heart, brain, and muscles will thank you all day. By now, you can see how something as simple as water, when misused, can affect everything from your energy to your digestion. But here's the thing, water isn't the only habit that sets the tone for your day. Once you've hydrated, the next thing that enters your body is food. And just like with water, the way you approach breakfast or ignore it can either fuel your day or drain it. In this next section, we'll look at 3 common breakfast mistakes that many seniors make without realizing. They're not extreme. In fact, they're often encouraged by bad advice or long-standing habits. But if you want better energy, clearer thinking, and stronger aging, these are the things to avoid. Let's take a closer look. It might seem harmless or even intentional. You wake up, drink some water, take your meds, and then just keep going. You figure I'll eat later when I'm hungry. But here's the problem. By the time you're hungry, your energy may already be crashing. For seniors, skipping breakfast or delaying it by more than 2 to 3 hours after waking can cause low blood sugar, weakness, irritability, and even a higher risk of falls. This is especially true for those managing diabetes, blood pressure medications, or early-stage memory issues. According to the Journal of Nutrition in Gerontology, older adults who eat breakfast within the first hour of waking experience better cognitive focus, mood stability, and walking balance throughout the day. Your body has been fasting overnight. If you extend that fast too long in the morning, you may enter a mild stress mode where cortisol rises, muscle breakdown begins, and mental fog sets in. We spoke to Claire, 75, who said she often forgot to eat breakfast until 11 a.m. She just wasn't hungry, but she also noticed she'd feel shaky and short-tempered by lunch. Her doctor encouraged her to start with something light, even just a few almonds or half a boiled egg within 30-45 minutes of waking. The result? Fewer headaches, better energy, and smoother mornings. You don't need a big plate of food, just enough to let your system know we're awake, we're safe, and we're fueled. Because your first meal of the day should do more than fill your stomach. It should protect your stability. Many breakfast ads still show it. A bowl of colourful cereal, a glass of orange juice, maybe a muffin or sweet pastry on the side. It looks bright, quick and easy, and for many seniors, it feels familiar. But beneath the surface, this kind of meal spikes your blood sugar and then crashes it, leaving you more tired, not more energized. Here's what happens. Foods like sugary cereal, white toast, pancakes, jam, or fruit juice are digested very quickly. This causes a rapid rise in blood glucose, followed by an equally rapid drop, often within 60-90 minutes. That drop is what leads to feelings of fatigue, brain fog, hunger, soon after eating, and even anxiety or irritability. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who start their day with a high glycemic meal are more likely to report poor focus, low energy, and greater appetite throughout the day. We heard from Mr. Lewis, 78, who loved starting his day with toast and jam and a tall glass of orange juice. But by 10 a.m., he often felt shaky and craved snacks. His doctor suggested swapping some sugar for protein and fiber, half a boiled egg, a slice of whole grain bread with almond butter, or unsweetened oatmeal with cinnamon. Now he says he feels fuller longer and doesn't crash mid-morning. You don't need to give up all carbs, but pairing them with protein, healthy fat or fiber helps your body release energy slowly and steadily. Because breakfast shouldn't be a sugar rush. It should be your foundation for balance. You sit down for breakfast, turn on the news or check your phone, and within minutes you're seeing headlines filled with conflict, tragedy, or rising stress. It may seem harmless, but starting your day with negativity puts your body on alert. Stress hormones, like cortisol, increase, your blood pressure can rise, and digestion slows all before you've taken your last bite. For older adults, this stress response may linger longer and affect energy, mood, and appetite well into the day. According to researchers at the University of Sussex, exposure to bad news in the morning is linked to higher levels of anxiety and fatigue later on, even if the news isn't personal. We spoke to Linda, 80, who used to watch the morning news every day. She often felt on edge before finishing breakfast. Now she plays soft music and looks out the window, and she says her mornings feel calmer, more grounded. Try this instead. Make breakfast a peaceful time. Avoid screens. Focus on your meal, your breath, or a few quiet moments of gratitude. Because how you feel during your first meal affects how you feel the rest of the day. These 8 habits may seem minor, but for seniors, they quietly shape the rest of your day. Whether it's how you drink your water, what you eat, or what you let into your mind. First thing in the morning, each choice either supports your energy or slowly drains it. The good news, you don't need a full lifestyle overhaul. Even one small change, like sipping warm water or swapping sugar for protein, can lead to more stability, focus, and strength. We've seen it again and again. Seniors who tweak just one habit often feel better within days, not weeks. So ask yourself, which of these 8 habits shows up in your life? Which one can you shift tomorrow morning? Let us know in the comments and help inspire someone else to do the same. And if this video helped you, subscribe to Senior Healthwise for more weekly advice made just for you. Because you deserve mornings that feel calm, strong, and full of life, starting with one wise decision at a time.